But I heard you mention a person doesn't have to know all about credit to do what you do. And I know when people hear that, they're like, what does he mean?
My boy.
Yeah.
So yeah,
What's one or two things that they could do to immediately change their situation?
fix your credit, fix your credit, fix your credit.
So how does someone able to build a business without having to know so much about the laws and credit and stuff like that?
Main thing, of course, you gotta find somebody that walked that road before you, right? That's the main thing. Like I've invested in plenty of mentorships, multiple programs, and and took that risk. And I would say out of all of them, I benefited from every single last one of them. Even the ones that I thought I didn't benefit from, they ended up benefiting me down the line. Down the line, dude.
Facts.
And I'm like, oh wow, like, well, I learned ads during this mentorship, but that didn't go right. But I did learn how to do ads in that mentorship. Now I'm bringing it over here. Okay, cool. So definitely mentorship.
That's fire. I think anyone listening understand that, like, just because something may not be applicable to you right in that moment doesn't mean that it's not gonna help you in benefits. And I always say it's compound interest. Like when you continue to get in the room, you continue to be around people, it's like shit just start kind of clicking. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you for that. So what do you think the difference is between when you go into mentorship, you and everyone else in the room? What do you think is the thing that helps you excel in your business?
I would say me just being honest and trying to do good business. Like me being honest. Like, for example, I may tell them it's gonna take me 14 or 30 days to do your credit, right? And it went past that time, and I just said, yo, guess what? Look, I still got the stuff off your credit, but I'm gonna give you your money back anyway because I went against my word.
That's good.
Right? So showing the customers that you really there for them.
That's a fact. I would say if you over deliver, you'll be overpaid. And the easiest way, like you said, the easiest way to win in business is just caring, because there's so many people out here who in all different industries, they just don't care. It's a cash grab, it's a money grab. So that's a gem for all y'all. What is something that someone can do tangibly to start getting negative items removed?
What I would say for anybody to start getting, the stuff deleted from their credit, right? Most definitely pull your credit report. Look at your credit report, right? When you see your credit report, you're going to see dates on your credit report. For example, you'll see that Experian says you open an account on July 1st, right? You open Capital One on July 1st. Equifax will say you opened it on July 2nd, right? According to federal law, right? Credit bureaus and creditors, they have the responsibility to report accurate and truthful information, right? So, for example, if you see 3 different dates on your credit report, right? And usually this happens all the time. This is not like something they just be putting any dates on there. So now when you see that on your credit report, right? Only one of those can be the truth, right? There's no way that you open this account on 3 different dates, right? And even like names that are anything that says information that's on this credit bureau
has to match.
It has to match the next one, like every single last detail, right?
That's
so
hard.
You want to be able to, you look at stuff like that. You can use Metro 2 as well. You can mix that factual disputing with Metro 2 as well.
Okay.
You mix both of those, and they got plenty of platforms for that.
Fire.
FICO fixes.
Fire.
Dispute Fox.
All of these different ones.
All
That's
of those
hard.
different ones, yeah. So, but like my top business right now, I would say is credit repair. So in a good month, I would say about 40, 45,000. After like profit, like after expenses and stuff like that. That's like probably you got rent reporters, right? You got rental karma. So a lot of people just think that only 2 years you'll get for the credit history, right?
More.
And you'll get way more than that
Facts.
when you signing up, if you just follow the steps right? If you turn 18, 15 years ago, you just give them 2 years after your 18th birthday and say, I moved in there, and that will give you 15 years of good history on this one, and then another 15 years on the other one. So that's 30 years of paid history, on-time payments going onto your credit report.